are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So, still haven't made a decision. I'm not going to bore you with the same podcast that I've done for the last 7 days, which is variables, permutations, there's no perfect place, 3 rooms, heat, you know the fucking drill. We looped all the way back today to, I think it was the second place I saw. The place with no lights, with the old Boston lady showing me around. We went there today with my wife and she likes the place. So the second place that I saw is now almost number 1. But there's problems with it as well. There's fucking problems with everything. So I'm not going to fucking bore you. I've got a long fucking Ask Boyle today that I'm going to read out and get into. Even I'm boring myself a little bit with the Boston fucking house hunt. And it's Monday. Well, it's Monday night in the US. It's Tuesday in Australia. As soon as I get into a house, I will work the timings out so everything gets released when it should. Which probably means I'm going to have to do like 2 podcasts about 5 hours apart at some stage. I'll do a 11 p.m. one and then I'll do like a 5 a.m. one. And that should get us back on track. Anyway, it's Monday. You know what that means. It's Ask Boyle time. So if you have a question, just fucking send in questions. Go to my website, boylecomedy.com. Now, here's what we do. We send in a question. Any question, you know, I can cover any topic. It doesn't fucking matter. I've got it all. Questions are not the priority, though. I do need questions as well. Ask me. But the priorities are stories. So I need some fucked up Fridays. Don't be lazy, cunt. Send in a fucked up Friday, and I'll be very happy with you. Anyway, let's get to this week's Ask Boyle. So this week's Ask Boyle was sent in by my man fucking Mikey. Mikey fucking butterballs. No, it just says Mikey. And Mikey is from the US. So here's the question. First off, massive congrats. You were no doubt in a rut. Hey, Mikey. It's nice when I say I'm in a rut. It's nice when I say I'm depressed. It's nice when I say I'm a fucking unit. But when you hear it from someone else, it stings. The rut I was in was just working. If everyone who worked was in a rut, this world would not be operating. But I can't do it. So, yeah, I was in a rut. So, no doubt you're in a rut, and I'm excited and happy for you to be moving on to your next chapter. You obviously don't know me, but after listening to you through the years, I feel like I've gotten to know you. Bit weird now that I think about it like that. Don't worry, Mike, it would be fucking solid if we met in real life. Anyway, there is not a single city in the US better suited for you. Boston should be exactly your pace and style. Straight shooters with big hearts. Okay, my question. It might be a bit soon since you've just arrived, but do you notice a political, cultural difference? I moved to Australia from the States a year ago. The level of complacency to government action, such as the COVID lockdowns, was an alarming difference to me. It seems like Aussies have this easygoing attitude on some major government overreaches. Do you see Americans, Republican and Democrat alike, as more libertarian? You are clearly up to date with US political media, but now, with boots on the ground, I'm curious if it has changed your perspective, both on the US and Australia. By the way, I'm going to ask you this exact question a year from now and see if anything changes. Well, Mikey Butterballs, you have come to the right place. You know what I have noticed? I don't know if I have noticed it or whether I had the preconceived idea and then I've just laid it over what I see, whether there's a bias in my view. But I feel like American people in general have a great distrust in government and politicians, whereas in Australia, we don't. We expect the government to look after us. I feel like the people are like, get the fuck away from us. Let us do what we need to do. We'll be fine without you. Get the fuck away from us. Whereas in Australia, it's like, please help us. Look after us. Be our friends. And I think that's because Australia was so good for so long. Like, Australia really was the lucky country for most of its existence. Like, you could just be a shit kicker in Australia and things turned out great. Like, you'd have a house, you would have a high-paying job, you would be in Australia, which is almost like a holiday anyway. Like, it was fine. And then we've got the social welfare system, which you could leech off. You could live a good life on the dole. Back in the day, you can't do that anymore. So I think that sort of like implanted this idea in Australians that the government should look after us. And what Australians are slowly figuring out, they should have figured it out by now, that the government is not there to help you, cunts. Power and authority is not there to nestle you through a comfortable life. I can tell you that right now. Point to an example where power has been there to help the people. We lived in like a little Goldilocks period there where everything was great, and now we're demented. Now we have no fucking idea. Whereas I feel with American people, there's this vibe like, fuck off. I don't know whether that is like the Democrat vibe telling the Republicans to fuck off, or the Republican vibe telling the Democrats to fuck off. But regardless, there does seem to be a healthy distrust in authority and government. The other thing I've noticed here, just like I've been here 2 weeks, so I am overreaching on a lot of this shit. But another thing I have noticed in the US, and I think this could be the reason why it was such a great country. Well, it still seems like a great country to me at the moment, but Boston does seem like a little bit of a bubble. I have been other places in the US where it doesn't quite function as well. Boston is quite incredible, actually. But I feel like what made America was the decentralization of like state power. Like the states run their own shit. Like there's a federal government, but the states have a lot of power as well. And it seems, well, at least in Boston, that even trickles down to like municipalities or towns or whatever. It seems like the mayor of a place has a lot of power as well, because like each little spot in Boston has its own laws and fucking differences and ways of living. Like, for example, the parking everywhere is a little bit different, but also the schooling's a little bit different. Like, in one place where we're looking to live, it's district. Like, if you live near the school, that's your school. In Cambridge, for example, that is a lottery. You just go into a fucking lottery. In the other part here, in Somerville, it's free pre-kindergarten as long as you live in the area. So when it's decentralized like that and everywhere has their differences and it sort of molds to the population, what the population want, you can choose what your vibe is. You go around, all right, that's my vibe. I can deal with those laws. I can deal with all that sort of shit. So you move around, and that goes for states as well. Like there seems to be federal laws, but there also seems to be a lot of variation in between states and even in between towns. Like people in Boston drive to New Hampshire to buy a lot of their shit because they don't have a sales tax in New Hampshire. So if you want to buy fucking, like, what are we going to do? We're going to buy some like really good jackets, winter jackets and winter clothing and that. And also, I suppose, like TVs and that. We're going to go for a drive in a few days. So you drive there, pick it up, no sales tax, come back. So everywhere's a little bit different and you just choose. Whereas in Australia, it's the same everywhere. Like, I don't think the states have any control. And the mayor, who the fuck is the mayor? They definitely don't have any control. Like, they probably do. Like, if you look at the Constitution or whatever the fuck we have. But they never do anything. They can't do anything. So I like that about the US. But I haven't got into, like, a political debate with, like, a Democrat or a Republican yet. So that would be interesting. I would just take the opposite side, obviously. I know you're not meant to do that, but also I want to. As long as it's safe for me to do. But once I get settled into the US, I'm going to start branching out a little bit, seeing a bit more of the country, see what's going down. But honestly, from where I'm situated right now, American people don't seem to be the problem with America. It seems to be the centers of power that are the issue, whether it be politicians, political parties, corporations, banks, you know the drill. That seems to be the issue. Now, again, I'm in a place that seems to be unique. It's a very unique place, Boston. Well, it's not even Boston. Like, Cambridge is different, Somerville's different, fucking Boston's different. They're all different places. Boston's just one little area, apparently. But I just call the whole thing Boston. But it seems to be as well a run place as I've seen anywhere. But again, I need to see more of the place. I'm basing this on 2 weeks. So definitely message back in a year and I'll answer this question again. It'll be interesting to see the difference. Also, take note of what day episode this is. So if you do ask me again in a year, once I record that, I can go back and listen to this and see how delusional I was. In the middle of the Civil War in a year, message me and go, hey, your utopia fell apart. Anyway, fucking thank you, Mike. Mikey fucking butterballs. I hope I answered the question. That'll do for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later.